My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love and welcome to a cacao tea reading. Okay, so this is the raw cacao. It's not been refined, and Trinidad and Tobago is famous for its cacao, right? All the chocolate shows in the world, we're there. All right, so I've stirred this and I've allowed it to settle because, usually before we drink this, you will strain it to make sure that the grains don't get in your mouth. But we have to read the grains. So I allowed it to settle so I don't have to deal with that much. So let me start drinking. That is amazing. Oh. Just a little bit more, I think. That's a lot of grains. A little bit more so it doesn't be messy. It's not going to be too messy. All right, let me just. Might as well chew these. All right. Let's go into the messy part. Ooh, gosh. First time I've seen so much sediment on the bottom. So that has to be a sign. One moment. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so let me start reading. Okay, so because there is so much sediment on the bottom, I think there's some things that you may not be dealing with right now. Either that you're choosing not to deal with it and ignore it, or right now you're just too overwhelmed and you just don't have the tools to deal with it. It's things from your childhood. It's not even from your past relationships. It's from your childhood. And it feels like if you don't deal with this soon, that there's going to be some kind of healing crisis or some kind of emotional overwhelm. Okay. I'm not sure what it is, and it could be different things for different people. Perhaps what I can do is do like I kind of pick a card in the extended and I'll pull from my Wounded Warriors deck and see exactly what issues we're talking about here. So let me take note of that. Okay, so it's something from the past. Okay, now I see here in the position of love, fortune, and communication, there's this big swoop, and it looks like a kind of jet stream of energy here. I remember we're always talking about getting aligned with this jet stream. So it feels like where that is concerned, you have aligned yourself to this jet stream. So from here on out, it is just abundance, love, and communication. I also see some initials here in the cocoa. Okay, so lots of P's. I see a 7. I see a pop. So there could be a father energy that might be coming through here. G, significant. S's, significant. There's T's. And I'm seeing someone here. There's a running man here. I'm running to catch up and align with this jet stream. Whether it's their male or female in body, a masculine energy just here. Trying to align with this, but attached to this masculine, if we really look here, because let me use the other end so you can see clearly. Look, the running man is right here. Okay, the running man is right here. And if you look here, there's something attached to, there's something on his back. Okay, there's something on the running man's back here that's trying to hold him back from aligning to this same dread stream that you are aligning to. Okay. I also see here there are three children here in the back. This could be projects, this could be people. I can ask what's holding this running man back, but I might get it as we go through the reading. But it's someone that is trying to catch up and align. But there's a little barrier right here that's preventing them from aligning with this. And it's because there's still something that they are holding on to. And we'll find out what it is. There's something that they're holding on to that's holding them back. Now, in the position of enemies, there's someone that is going to be unmasked or revealed. See how it's right here at the tip, almost overflowing. Okay, so it's someone who may have been trying to undermine you, or someone who may have been undermining your person. This person is going to be unmasked and exposed. And because it's even flowing on the other side of the ring, they are going to have what we call a fall from grace, where everybody sees their ass. Everybody sees the bullshit, and everything that they have ever done, it's either to you or your person. And I'll find out who's directed to. But viewer, take it as it's you. Everything that they have ever done is going to be exposed to the light of day, and they are going to have a fall from grace. For some of you, I think it might be somebody at work that's there constantly undermining you, and it's somebody that you may have suspected, and maybe in the past you had little inklings, because I see them, it's like they gradually escalated what they were doing, because I see them here. This is the track that they ran, just gradually escalated. And then, sometimes spirit will let you run before you have this fall from grace, and it looks like this is going to happen very soon. Let's see what we have here. 7 days, 7 days to 7 weeks. This person is going to be unmasked. 7 days to 7 weeks, you're going to see who this person is. All right, let's look at love here. I see here for love that there's a lot of emotions here, okay? And there's a path that's been cleared, but also there's some incoming communication that is going to both shock and delight you, okay? This incoming communication. There's a confession that your person has to make. You may think you know what this thing is that they want to confess, but it is something that you do not know. And you're not to get anxious about it, because it's not something that's insurmountable, but it is something that is preventing you guys from being as transparent with each other as possible. Okay? All right, so I see it's coming to the fore here, right? So it's something that you do not know. Somebody is going to confess to you. It could be the energy of a secret admirer, okay? It could be the energy of a secret admirer. There's definitely that there, okay? But it is something that it is unknown to you. It's unknown to you. All right. Healing is also here in the jet stream. Healing, happiness, love, all this is in the jet stream. You've already aligned to that. Okay? So if you notice, this is the left side of the cup. And the left side of the cup is already aligned to that. Right? So you're good to go where that is concerned. It is the issues on this side of the cup that's at a stalemate right now. So we have here, there's like a wheel of fortune energy. There's also some sort of blockage in your third eye. There is, and it's interesting that this crowd here is both straddling enemies and fortune. Okay, so there may have been somebody who was trying to block your money, right? You're gonna find out all these things. You're gonna find out all these things, okay, within 7 days to 7 weeks, okay? But it's these things on the right side that is being blocked, and our right side is our masculine side, or that's about taking action and power. And it's interesting that this would come up, and maybe not so interesting because I'm the one that's channeling the reading. I just had an adjustment, a chiropractic adjustment on Friday, right? Because there were so many issues coming up on the right side of my body. It means then that the right side of my body, or my masculine side, was misaligned. So my inner masculine was misaligned. It was manifesting itself in my body, and maybe my outer masculine might also have been misaligned as well. I mean, everything was going wrong. My ankles, my knees, oh my goodness, my shoulder, because I'm a side sleeper, right? Everything was on my right side. My hips, everything that's on my right side was misaligned. So I had a realignment, a physical realignment on Friday. So hopefully that physical realignment is also because there's been a spiritual realignment as well, right? So I feel there's a call for whoever is watching to also do a realignment of the masculine energy. It means then that there's need to take action, to take control of your life. No more giving your power away or waiting for someone to make a decision for you. You make the decision for yourself. Based on what you're seeing, what you're intuiting, you make your decision. And not based on a reading either. A reading should only align to what you are already getting within your psyche. But Spirit is saying this is time to take action. Whether that action is to walk away, whether that action is to run in and confess your feelings, whatever it is, but there's some sort of action that needs to be taken, and there's no waiting around right now for somebody else. You are in control of your life always. Remember what they said, there's always a move to be done on the board. Okay? Let's see what else is coming through here for you. Nothing else for you. Let's see what's happening with your person. So the major things that are happening for your person is in the position of self-love and love. Okay, they have been transmuting a lot of negative energy, and it's here at the tip of the cup, ready to be released. And remember, it was already overflowing. Okay, so they are releasing all this crap. So all the density from the past, all the things that made them or prevented them from trusting people, trusting themselves, and trusting the universe, they are getting rid of that. And because they're doing that, they are aligning to fresh and new experiences. It is really out with the old and in with the new when it comes to love for your person, and also when it comes to self-love. So that's also about them, nixing or getting rid of like old emotions, all narratives that only kept them stuck and kept them in a place of self-defeat and self-loathing. So this is what they are shoving off right now. Now, I see some fast and furious communication coming in both in the 3D and in the 5D for your person, because this is the position of the third eye here, right? So there's a lot of things that are coming in. I see as well some interference here in the third eye, because somebody or something does not want your person to get the downloads that they need in order to make a good decision for their life. So there's some interference here, but the message about alignment and aligning to this jet stream is coming through. Now, I am seeing here in the position of enemies, in the position of Wheel of Fortune, in the position of epiphanies, they are aligned to the jet stream. And there's all these little stars. It's interesting. I didn't see it from the other angle, but I'm seeing it for them. All these little stars here. I wonder if you can try to angle it so you can see. Right, all these little stars here coming out for your person. So that's all about healing, hope, destiny, divine intervention, where this comes in. So all these things that may have been blocking your person are being swept away. Okay, so interesting enough, their masculine side has been aligned. What is misaligned for your person is their feminine side. So as you guys heal your inner masculine and your inner feminine, you guys are coming into alignment with yourself and coming into alignment with each other. So they have healed and have balanced and integrated their masculine energy. What they are working on right now is their feminine energy, their feminine side. You have balanced and integrated your feminine energy. So what you are working on right now is your masculine energy. So what is required for them to do right now is to listen to their own intuition. Stop going by Tom, Dick, Harry, Sharon, and everybody else and trying to figure out what they think and what they think they should do. Your person needs to rely on their own intuition and make decisions for themselves, right? Nobody else has more information about what you need to do in this lifetime more than you, because it's encoded in your DNA. All you have to do is tap in. And that's what they have to realize. They are their own guru. You've already realized that. You don't give your power away to anybody when it comes to your spirituality. 3D, maybe. We saw that. There's a misalignment there, right? But when it comes to your spirituality, you don't give your power away, right? You know what you know and you act accordingly. And that is what your person has to integrate right now. They have to realize they know what they know and they have to act accordingly. And they can't let anything or anyone or any circumstance cause self-doubt. What else is here for your person? I see someone here now. This is the position of power. And position of power and happiness. This is a sun position, right? And I see someone here, and it could be, it does not feel like feminine energy. It feels like masculine energy, older masculine energy, and it might even be ancestral energy. And what that is, it is a blockage to your person standing in their full power. So it could be someone in 3D, but for a lot of you, this is ancestral karma. That's blocking your person from standing in their full power. I can ask, right? What's blocking your person? Okay. Anything else coming through? No. That is all I am getting there. Let me see anything emerging. No. I think that's all the teacup wrote today. let me get some advice for you. In the extended, we'll go through. I'm trying to make up my mind if to tell you about the dream that I had or not, but I think we do have time. So and actually I had this dream since last week, and I've been debating whether if to share it or no. So I had this dream. Last week was just the week of weird dreams, to be honest. I had this dream, and my guides were showing me this world, and this world looked like a star system. So just imagine like a void space, and then in this void space there's like twinkling stars. So like if you looked at the galaxy through a microscope, all those quintessential pics of a galaxy, that is what this world looked like. And they call this world the world of the glow and the vessels. That's the name of the world. The world of the glow and the vessels. And they were saying this is where stars are born. Now I don't know if the star is a star in the sky, or a star, right? Or a superstar. I don't know. But they said this is where stars are born. Now in this world, there is a big massive star. I don't want to call it like, I don't want to make the analogy to a queen bee, because then you think that this massive star is feminine when it is not. There was no masculine or feminine energy. No, it didn't have any gender like that. There was this big star. All it did was produce two entities. An entity called the glow, which was just pure energy, pure glow. Just imagine a big orange spark of energy, the glow. And then the other entity would produce was called the vessels. So imagine the Merkaba. Right. So imagine just like a hollow Merkaba. So it's translucent. It looks almost like quartz crystal, but it's kind of hollow on the outside. Now, in this world, what you're meant to do as an orb and a vessel is to find, in the case of an orb, a vessel that is strong enough to hold your light, but not so vast that your light will be subsumed in it. So small enough that it can hold your light and you not disappear or lose yourself in it, and strong enough that when you integrate with this vessel, that you don't just combust and disappear, right? So that's the whole idea of this thing. And when there is this cosmic collusion between both of you guys, what it creates is a lamp where the glow's energy is magnified more than 1,000-fold, right? And then this high vibrational energy, of course, adds to the elevation of the universe, and it creates a star in the sky. That's what they were saying. So in order for the glow and the vessel to decide if they want to risk this cosmic collusion, right? Because it's a risk that you have to take, right? So an orb and a vessel that are interested in each other. So they start this dance where they're kind of rotating around each other. So they're rotating in a clockwise direction around each other. And they're basically kind of just scoping out each other. And as their heart keeps telling them yes, then they start to create a vortex. And the vortex begins really slow. Now, at this stage of the cosmic collusion, they can still back out. But if their heart continues to say yes, and their heart continues to say yes, then this vortex of energy starts speeding up and speeding up and speeding up and speeding up until boom, there is this cosmic collusion. And it's only when that happens then you realize if it was a good decision or not. So a lot at stake. Now I can't even remember why I started this story. So in this world of the glow and the vessel, I am hiding behind a meteorite. I'm a glow, and I'm hiding behind a meteorite because I don't want to take the chance, because I know the risk, right? I know that there's a 50-50 chance that I will combust, explode, and then cease to exist, right? As I am, because I know energy cannot be destroyed. And my person, he's a vessel, and he's just kind of moseying along, waiting for me to do something, but I'm not taking a risk. He's not taking a risk, so nothing is happening. So I think that kind of aligns with what we saw, where everybody has to take a risk. And that risk may be to choose yourself and walk away. That risk may be to tell the other person about your feelings. That risk may be to give life to a project that you've had in your mind, but you keep telling yourself, no. Either way, life is about taking risk. That's what I'm saying. Some risk more calculated than others, some having more in the balance than others, right? But you have to take a risk, and risk requires action. Risk requires action. It's not just about saying it in your head or thinking it or intuiting it. Risk requires action. And that's where the masculine principle comes into play. So there are many things that I know within myself that I need to do. But it seems like because my body was so misaligned, I was holding myself back from doing it because I was afraid. But me getting that alignment means that I'm no longer afraid. So I have to take that risk. And whether that risk is to just take a new path, or to talk about my feelings, or to just apply for that mortgage that I want to apply for, or whatever it is, life is about taking risks. So whatever you've been putting off on, take a risk. A calculated one. Once you've been getting that, you're supposed to take this risk. Okay? I guess that's what I want to tell you. All right. It says here, key of life, spinning the ankh, the key of life. And that feels like taking a chance to me. All right, let's see what Spirit has for us today. Sorry to have rambled on. I'll tell you about my Mama Coco encounter some other time. Mama Cacao encounter some other time. All right, it says Temple of Carnelian, entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Let's see. Temple. All right, here it is. Here it's at. And it's interesting because it's what it says. You have such strength within you. You do. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage. You see what I'm saying? I love it when everything kind of comes together in a neat little bow. Taking risk. I love it. I love it, guys. Taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, emboldened, and more of yourself, even if it's not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. I could stop it right here. Right here. You have to take a risk that's true to your heart. You have to take a risk. And by true to your heart means making sure that the first thing you're taking into your factor in is, does this align to my concept of self-love? Does this align to self-love? And then you take into consideration everybody else's feelings after that. Okay? In the fierce belly of Sekhmet, the lion-headed sister of Isis, the Egyptian goddess of passion, courage, and fire, there is no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She urges you on your high destiny, calling you to believe, keep going, reach higher, and expand wider. You can do so knowing that the Temple of Carnelian will bring you warm strength, encouragement, and deep trust in your own body wisdom to guide you through any situation or relationship that may arise to test you so that you can grow into more of your magnificent being. This oracle calls you to have the courage of your own convictions, to have faith in yourself and your own process, to be fearless as you are assured of victory. If you are concerned that you are biting off more than you can chew, or you're not sure about the path that you are taking, if you're up to standard, or if you will ever gain the recognition that you feel you deserve, then know that as you enter the Temple of Carnelian into the fire belly of the lion-headed priestess, You will be guided to success. This oracle also brings you a particular message about divine justice. If you are involved in or witnessing a situation that seems unjust, abusive, or concerning, and you're worried that it is not right, the lion-headed priestess tells you that it shall be resolved according to divine justice, and there's nothing to fear. Pray to her in unconditional love for help, resolution, and trust. If you feel intuitively to act, then do so. Otherwise, allow her to have her way as she has done and will always do. There's always much more unfolding in life than we can possibly know consciously, and her ways are vast and many. Divine justice always prevails. I don't have to say more. I said it all with that whole story about the orb and the vessels, right? So take a divinely inspired, heart-centered, heart-aligned action today. Okay? Take care. Bye. Guys, I forgot to mention that on the 12/12 portal, we have our sacred site activation. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully, if you have kids, you've got them in bed, and you can kind of decompress, that kind of thing. So 9:30 Eastern time is when we're going to do our sacred sites 12/12 reactivation. Remember, we said that we would do it 4 times a year. So this is where we activate sacred sites around the world, each person representing a sacred site of their own. So come with your intentions, come with your good vibes. So if you are a root worker, grid worker, light worker, or someone that's just interested in elevating the vibration of the planet, especially at this time where we're looking at conflict here and then burden conflict, even right in my back door in Guyana and Venezuela. If you're here and you want to send that good vibe, all that love to it, and activate these sacred sites that are meant to be points of light, that also help raise the vibration of the earth, that is going to be a beautiful forum for you to do that. And I think the last one took just about 20 minutes. So it's nothing long and drawn out. Okay? All right. So if you can, join me in Extended. We're going to look at these questions. And I'm also going to ask advice from the Magic Calabash. Okay? Love. Take care. Bye.